Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the KeithAndrewNetWork. You're watching episode 581. I'm here with Giuseppe. I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me, Keith. Yeah.
No, the honor's all mine. For people who want to know what my talk show is about, the whole point of my talk show is to show people that even if having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be, and it's approved them to stem out to something. So hashtag break the labels. With that being said, normal conversation, freedom of speech, self-expression, but I was told recently if I really want my show to be syndicated, I should just get rid of it. So you can say freedom of speech, self-expression as you like, but there is no any F words. You want to use, like, you say ass or shit. That's great. That's fine, but you can't use any F bombs whatsoever.
Of course.
But with that being said, starting off, what can you tell us about yourself?
Okay, well, I kind of fit in really well with this break the labels because myself I've been labeled for so many years, because let's put it straight. My name is Giuseppe Lentini first, and so my parents are Sicilian, but I was actually born and raised in Belgium. And basically I was born I'm kind of a short man. I'm 4'11", and although I look Italian and etc., but I never lived in Italy basically, and I actually French native, so I speak French. So very confusing with and I live in London on top now in the UK. So, but from a very young age, basically, my dad was an opera singer. And so we've been kind of raised with music all around in the house. And, there was always lots of music in the house. My dad was an amazing opera singer. But he also loved pop music, and he loved Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. And he loved all the kind of great pop artists there. And so we were really like in phase with my dad, because he was kind of we were like the young kids, and my dad was quite really in it, and he knew all about pop music and he loved it. So we were like, that was kind of our link, he could understand us, and it was great. And then obviously my dad has his little bit of a career, a bit of his own fame, and then unfortunately destiny has decided otherwise, and like a bit like in the Hollywood movies, a little drama happened, and obviously that was the end of my dad's dream. And obviously we were like, I had two brothers and two sisters, and like in any family, there's always one who's going to think that he can take over the parents' dream and carry it over where the dad or the mother wasn't able to achieve. And it felt like all this fell on my shoulder, because seemingly I kind of inherited a bit of my dad's voice. And I don't know why, for a very young age, I always thought that I was going to have a career in music or something. But again, as I say, it was kind of confusing. I looked like I have this look Italian, and then I was speaking French, and then I was short, so too short, too this, too that, always too something, And no, you can't do it because in the pop music there's a kind of certain format, and you have to look like this, you have to be that size, you have to be this, you have to be that, So there was always thousands of excuses and a lot of rejection, but I kept on, and I met producers, and I kept recording demos, and then basically I think one day I had a bit of enough. I was living in Belgium, and I thought, I want to make a move and maybe try in another country where maybe music is quite, and I thought about the UK. London is a great place for music, and so as I moved to London, I basically started to meet producers, and again, like the same as I've done in Belgium and so on, and eventually decide to apply and send my application for the X Factor, with Simon Cowell. So I got to the very stage of there's like 4 different stages of audition in that program, and so I got through all the stages, and eventually the day happened, and so that was my day, and I had chosen a song from Michael Jackson, just to say the least, and I was like, I had prepared a very jazzy version of The Way You Make Me Feel. And you know, like Michael Jackson is such a topic right now, you know. But anyway, it wasn't anything to do with that at that time. And I think it was something like in 2008, 2009, somewhere in that zone. But basically, the very same day I was to have my show on TV, my performance live on TV, Michael Jackson died the very same day in the morning. So the worst thing for any performance that day was to pick a Michael Jackson song. But because I had already gone through all the audition process with that song, I couldn't change. I had to keep that song. That was the rule from production. But anyway, to cut the story short, I got to I got on stage, super excited and like I can be, and I just go with my little routine and everything, and I got basically. They were not really convinced or something. Maybe my version was a bit like so different from the original version. I didn't get into it or whatever. I don't know. So they eventually asked me to sing another song, which I decided to sing George Michael, Faith. And when you think about the day of today, both of these amazing artists are no more. But anyway. So then eventually I went with the sexy guitar and the rest of it, you know, I really kind of played the full thing. So basically I had 4 fat, big no. And you know, when you hear that buzz, no, so it didn't go through. But Mr. Nasty, which Simon Cowell, was basically extremely nice with me. And he said, you know what, I mean, I don't think it's not quite right for this format, for this show, The X Factor. But you know, I'm going to be frank with you. Like, you have an amazing energy. You look like a great entertainer, and you have this kind of energy within you. So I would advise you strongly not to give up. Keep on. I mean, surely something will come up one day. And he said, basically, if I had another format one day of another type of show, I would want you in. So I thought, coming from Mr. Nasty, I thought that was kind of amazing. And I thought, you know, although I was a bit disappointed, obviously, because I didn't go through. And I'm sure this tape, one day or another, will be seen somewhere. I don't know, but you know. And so that was kind of some good encouragement from Simon Cowell. But basically after that, this disappointment, I kind of felt a bit flat, and I thought, is music really for me, you know, because, you know, I met like these professional guys, and you know, they were okay to say, yeah, keep on and don't give up, blah, blah, but still, it was no, you know, so I thought, maybe it's a sign I should just do something else, and, you know. And eventually one day, a friend knew a guy was organizing like a showcase for actors, and in central London. And basically he asked this friend, would you know any guy who can sing? Because he said one of the actresses in a showcase needed a singer in a kind of a scene. So I said, oh yeah, you know, this little guy, he can sing French or Italian, blah, blah. So I thought, okay, I'll go. So I go and sing, you know, I meet this actress, and she's doing her thing, very dramatic. And I had to eventually sing that song, French song, from Edith Piaf, which is called La Vie en Rose. So and I sing that around her. She's sitting there in the dark on that chair, and I have to come and sing and go around her, and, you know, all kind of dramatic kind of thing. And eventually at the end of the show, completely out of the blue, one of these acting agents come to me and say, I would love to work with you. And so I start laughing because I say, you know, I'm not an actor, you know. And I say, I love singing a bit, but I mean, I'm not an actor, you know. And he say, well, you are. He say, you know, you're natural. So he basically gave me like his business card, and he said, come and meet me. We'll have a proper interview like in 2 weeks in my office. So then I thought to my friends, I said, you know what, what's crazy? I mean, you know, I was kind of laughing. I said, I'm not an actor. What the hell would I go and do there? And, you know, it's ridiculous. You know, I'm not an actor, you know. And my friend, he said, just go, you know, you got nothing to lose. You know, where's the point? So I thought, okay. So I decided to get myself a monologue online and rehearse that and pretend to be an actor. And here I go, 2 weeks later, I attend the interview. So I do my thing, you know, I introduce myself and do my thing, do this monologue. Then he say, "Oh, can you sing in French?" I say, "Yeah, can you do a little bit, something?" So I sing a bit in French. Then he say, "Can you do a bit of opera? Because your dad, you told me your dad was an opera singer." I say, "Yeah, I can do a bit, yeah." So I thought I did a couple of notes of La Donna Mobile from Pavarotti. And basically this guy stood up, this agent, and he said, "Oh my God, how the hell this huge voice coming out of this little thing, you know?" So he stood up, came to me and, you know, hang his hand, and he said, "Welcome to the family." So the rest is history, I would say.
No,
so that's how I entered the acting world, I would say. Completely out of the blue, but that's the story, you know.
No, absolutely. It's about being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. And basically, you know, then after that, obviously I had a day job, you know, like any kind of actor. I'm not Tom Cruise yet, so I have to pay the bills. So eventually I had this kind of office job, and then after a while, basically, this job was taking more and more time of my days, you know, like, and basically when I had eventually some casting requests for my agent, sometimes I wouldn't have the flexibility from my company to attend those castings. So eventually my agent decided, you know, I cannot work with an actor who's not available. So that was it. So I thought, you know, okay, that's fine. That wasn't meant for me, and let's just forget about it. Let's stick to the day job. And that was it. 3-4 months later, again, out of the blue, basically I can mention it. It was like on LinkedIn, you know, this social network for professionals. I got basically a message there on my wall saying from an actor, he said, "My agent has seen some stuff of yours and she would like to work with you. She would like to have an interview with you on Skype." And she was basically in Hollywood, I was in London, and she said she wants to Skype with you as soon as you can because she's really interested in your brand. So I thought again, the universe is sending me another message again, and I thought maybe I need to start believe that there's something for me there to explore. And I thought, okay. So we got the call and we got the Skype interview, and she said, "Yeah, I really want you on my books, and let's see how we get on." And since then I've been with her, and obviously I've attended lots of casting and so on. But this is where we kind of link on this, you know, disability, or I don't think that I'm a short guy. Some people would think of this as a disability as well. I know we don't name it a disability, but in the show business, being different can be an amazing plus, if you know what I mean. Can be an amazing thing. So at the end of the day, being different, that's what it's all about. Because if we are all the same, it's quite boring, you know. So, but it somehow took me a kind of a journey to realize that basically my differences were actually my USPs, you know, like that could be my success at the end of the day, because basically I'm so different that I don't have any kind of competition in the kind of average guy that you see on TV and in films and so on. So basically when I attend casting, I'm always like the guy on the corner. You know, everyone is pretty much the same, all the same heights and all the same type, and I'm always like there, like as a kind of a backup guy, in case the producer wants to go for something extremely different. So, and I always thought that, you know, in the industry, this is what they call a misfit. Let's call it the way they call it. That's how in the industry they call someone who's completely different, you know. And I even remember a casting. I attended once a workshop for a casting director, which is quite a prominent casting director here in London. And basically he looked at me, and in the audio, you know, I was with other actors there, which were all kind of fitting in. And I was like more like the one again was a bit like, you know, standing out. And he looked at me basically because he was reviewing every single actor's material and profile and everything. And he basically told me straight in front of everyone else there. He said, "Well, basically I have a problem with you because you're not short enough to play in the circus and, you know, to do all those kind of things. and you're not tall enough to get all the other parts. So you're basically just there in the middle, and I don't know what to do with you. But I said, just do the right thing. Just create a part for me where I could fit in. That's what it is. That's simple, you know. Create a story where actually people who are different can fit in. Because basically I think at the end of the day it's all about the storytelling, and it's all about the script writing. Every story starts from the writing. So basically if the writers are actually writing stories for people like us, people who are different, people who are on a wheelchair, people who are suffering from differences, people who are ginger, people who are big, people who are extra tall, and I don't know. It just takes to write the story for those people. So until we are there, I mean, there's still a little bit of work to do, and I think, I don't know, I feel like I have embarked on this journey, my own journey, somehow. It's a bit of a journey to find that and to kind of convince people, you know what, we are different, yes, but great. I mean, it's great to be different. It's great to see different kind of people on TV, and not always like in the supermarket, you know, when you go and buy apples, they're all the same size and they're all the same color, and there's not one smaller, one bigger, they're all like so similar and boring, you know. So why isn't that time to break these rules, to break the rules, as you were mentioning earlier? And I think I'm just fighting for that. I'm fighting for people to break the rules. And I'm not following the rules. I've never did, and I never will. So, and I think one day maybe someone will hear my voice and will say, you know what, let's create a story for this guy, and let's give him a voice, you know, for all these other millions of people who are actually like me, different.
No, absolutely.
But somehow all connected.
Absolutely.
Because we are just different in forms or shape or culture or anything like that. But basically, at the end of the day, we are all connected.
Absolutely.
We are all connected.
Now we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to ask you some hard-hitting questions.
Good. Thank you.
Williams. This is Vanessa Lina. Asian Lolo. This is Cynthia Bastinet. I'm Sonia Fisher. This is Shane Smith.
My name is Alexandra Bowie.
My name is Amelia Clover.
Hi, I'm Amy Linden.
Hi, I'm Anita Nicole Brown.
Meg Green.
Hi, my name is Asata Caldwell.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brooke.
Hi, I'm Bryn Berg.
Hi, I'm Casey Dunn.
Hi, it's Cassandra Kavinsky.
Hi, I'm Christina Briza.
I'm Cindy Hogan.
I'm Courtney Sinello.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
My name is Deborah Jane East.
Hi, my name is Dinah Marcia.
Everyone, I'm Victoria London.
Hi, I'm Heather Krona.
Hi, I'm Heather Callahan Stevens.
Hi, I'm J. Nicole Ralph.
My name is Jamie Petrone.
My name is Julie.
My name is Julia Brankovic.
Kathleen Wills.
Kimberly Amato.
Hi, my name is Laura Putnam.
Hi, I'm Laura Chapanis.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa Damas.
This is Michelle Mupo, a.k.a. Fuchsia.
I'm Rachel Olivera.
Hi, my name is Sarah Joy Mount.
Hi, I'm Susan Brender.
Hi, everyone. This is Venus Leone.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Dana.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Herrera, and I was just on the Keith Andrew Network. It was tons of fun. We used up all our time and then some. I really recommend this show, and try to be a guest on Keith's show. It was super
fun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Keith Andrew Network. Today we're going to jump right into the episode. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. All that information will be on the bottom. But the first question I'm going to ask you is social media. I know you came from overseas and you are overseas. So yes. The first question I'm going to ask you is, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I know that's a big thing in America, but you're based in the UK. Does that still dictate if people should work with you or not? And how does it differ from one country to another?
No, I think basically social media are quite big here too, and quite big and powerful. I mean, I've met amazing people on social media, which I would have never met otherwise, and basically I just spent a month in Hollywood, I'm just back a week ago. And most of the people I met were on social media, like Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, and even LinkedIn. And basically, I did prepare my trip there, you know, because I wanted to meet people, and so I really focused on meeting different kind of people in the industry, and so I wanted to test the waters there. And I was quite impressed once I got there in Hollywood. Everyone was asking me, "What's your Insta? What's your Facebook?" You know, like, so I thought, should I give any business card? No. What's your Insta? What's your Facebook? You know, what's your Twitter? So I thought, okay. But I mean, I really jumped on the train of social media as soon as they came around. I was really quick to join, and I was really interested to discover this kind of new world, virtual world, and also to be able to reach out to people on the other side of the world, you know, and I thought that was just amazing that we were so connected just like this in a second. And I thought the magic of, you know, you can send a message on Twitter sometime, you need help for any kind of thing, or you're searching for something, and suddenly you have all those answers, and people try to help you out, and, you know, and I think that is just amazing. And I've met people on Twitter like 10 years ago, which I met in Hollywood, and I thought it was great to just, you know, we met virtually, and then we were able to meet face to face, and I thought that was just the magic of these social media, and also the power of social media. Like, especially maybe I'm going to say for someone like me who would have find it quite difficult to reach out to some people in the industry. Now, basically, I can, you know, if I have names and things, I can just search for people and just address myself to them directly and say, you know what, I'm here. I'm the little guy, and I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to give up, you know, just I'm the annoying one, but I mean, here I am, and I want to make a difference, you know, but, you know, I don't want it to sound like it's all about me, no, because I thought for many years I felt that this journey I'm on, I want to be the voice for other people like me, and, you know, all this kind of different people out there, and we are quite a couple of millions. Basically, it's not just like a couple of hundreds. We are millions, and so I thought I'd like to call myself a representative of another kind of diversity, because, you know, in the media, diversity is always about the color of the skin. So it's like black against white and white against black, and we have to fit those quotas about having this amount of, you know, colored people and this amount of white people, but basically there's so much more than that to diversity. And I know surely the media and the studio executive and all those people, they know about that, but because a lot of them are different too, but maybe they don't want to see themselves on TV, I don't know. But I tell them that actually it would be amazing to just see more of this diversity on TV and in programs and in storytelling, and because there are so many amazing people out there who have a story to tell. And basically, as a day job as well, I can mention that I work as a carer myself. I'm a PA, a personal assistant and carer, for people with disabilities, and I work with people who have Parkinson's, and I work with people who have autism. I work with people who have had like strokes and heart attacks, and you name it. I mean, and I've met like amazing people. You know, they had a life before this anything happened to them, and there's still so much to give. They still have so much to give to this world, and I'm telling all those studio executives, all those production companies, where are those stories for those people to tell their stories? Where are they? Where's the space? When are we going to allocate some space for all those people, for all those stories? And that's it. That's what I want to push.
No, absolutely. Now, wrapping up around our talk show, I do just want to ask you two questions so we can wrap up. First one I'm going to ask you is, how can people follow you on social media? Are you on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? Are you on any of those? And when I first approached you to be a guest on my talk show, what was your first reaction? And after being a guest, how do you feel now? And what do you recommend it to other people?
Yes. So when I saw your first, I'm on Instagram, Giuseppe Lentini _actor. I'm on Twitter, Giuseppe Lentini. I'm on LinkedIn, Giuseppe Lentini. Same. I'm on Facebook, Giuseppe Lentini. I have an official page and I have a private page as well. Basically, I'm on everything. You just type Giuseppe Lentini actor and you have everything popping up. I also have a website, obviously, my own page, giuseppelentini.com. And so now to get back to you, I mean, when I saw that you were actually, trying to promote diversity, disability, giving a voice to people with disability and all kind of thing, I thought basically I could link with you straight away, because I'm working myself with a lot of people with disabilities, but that doesn't stop anything. I've met like people with disabilities who train as doctors and train as film directors, even like on a wheelchair, and why not? You know what I mean? Nothing is. The only limit is the sky. And sometimes I'm thinking, the society sometimes tend to kind of put limits on ourselves, because you're like this, so we want to put you in that box. You're like that, so we're gonna put you in that box, and this one in this other box. And I say, you know what? F that. I don't want any box. I'm a free spirit, and it might be different, but I mean, this is what makes the amazing, colorful life. I mean, we're all different, and the whole thing together is amazing. I mean, how boring would that be if we were all the same color, all the same size, all this, all that? I mean, the fact that we are so diverse is this richness of diversity and culture. I find that just amazing, and so I mean, having been on your show, as I said, honestly, I thought we had that link. We had that link of diversity. As I say, it's another type of diversity, like yours, like mine, but it englobes all of this. And so I think thank you so much for giving me that voice on your show. And I'm sure that some of your listeners will recognize themselves in what I said. And I hope that all together one day we'll get bigger and bigger and bigger, and our voice will become bigger and bigger, and maybe one day we'll be listened to.
No, absolutely. I just want to say thank you for taking the time to be a guest on the show, and I'm looking forward to part 2 down the road.
Okay, thank you so much, Keith, and have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye.